Generic greetings and welcome to Homewrecker Simulator. Today's beverage is a nice cup of green tea. So, Ruinarch, or Ruinarch, I'm not entirely sure which, is an evil overlord simulator where you're tasked with destroying the town and its population using varying methods, some of them direct, so for example, casting spells like lightning or meteor shower, or perhaps summoning demons, some of them not so direct and very, in fact, underhand and surreptitious, like spreading rumours, making people cheat on another, and pitting the villagers against one another, and as I said, your objective is to basically wipe out the town before you run out of resources or get found out. It's a game I've played for just over an hour, so certainly a first impressions, and this build is, well, it's actually a couple of weeks before release when I'm recording this, so please bear that in mind. So when it comes out there'll be more levels and more randomly generated parts of it, whereas this build that I've got has only got the tutorial and the very first world available. However, there is a demo currently available as well, so you can check that out. As always, links are in the description. I think the game is out on the 25th of August. Anyway, let's check out Una and I'll show you a little bit of the game. We'll go to continue there and it will obviously generate all of this, and then we'll have to select our spells and summons, and I'll go through just some of the ways that you can go around accomplishing your task. It's certainly not going to be an exhaustive list of how you do certain things and what you can do, but hopefully fairly representative of the types of things that you will be experiencing. Also, I should point out that obviously there should be more spells added and more things to summon, that sort of thing. It is an earlier build, and also it is coming out in early access, so typical disclaimers apply. Basically, it ain't finished. Anyway, so loading in. And we'll have to select a couple of spells and I believe a couple of summons, and that will give us a nice little overview. So this is where we have our portal, and the main place we'll be attacking is here, called Borsid, I think there. We'll go to configure loadout, and you can see we do have a certain number of locked slots, so tornado, electric storm and meteor are what we currently have, meteor being one of my favourites. However, we can assign other things like heat wave or water splash. Wall, a spell spawns a single tile of durable wall, can be chained together to block someone's path. Let's go for wall because that sounds pretty cool. And terrifying howl, landmine, that sounds a little bit more direct than I would have liked. However, oh, and fireball as well, that's always a useful one. I think what we'll do, oh, ball lightning. See, there's loads of different spells already. Splash poison, brimstone, manifest food, earthquake, there's loads of stuff here. Oh, and spirits and such. I think what we'll do is drain happiness from resident. That one does. No, I think what we'll do is go for the, I think we'll go for the landmine, because that with wall should provide some decent options there. Afflictions, we got unfaithfulness, kleptomania, paralysis, plague, lycanthropy, things like that. Minions, we've got currently a wrath demon or an envy demon. What other options do we have? There's actually not many. I think we're going to go for the wrath one because it's a powerful melee combatant. We have a lust demon. Spell that will apply temporary debuff to all villagers and significantly reduce their mood. Pride Demon is a ranged one. That is a melee combatant. And then we've got things like this one here, Envy. Cast a spell that will ensnare all the villagers and prevent them from moving. I don't really like the idea of that one. I think we'll go with probably... we'll go for... I think the... Sloth Demon, because why not? Structures, we've got Eye, Defiler, Kennel and Prison. I'll check those out later on, and then we've got other miscellaneous options. But anyway, I think that's us for now, and let's go to play the game. I don't know if other types or like archetypes are going to be available, but we'll have to see. So this is our main portal. If this gets destroyed, I think we will probably lose, but I haven't actually got to that part. Obviously, quick rundown of the UI. We've got on the top left all of the different buttons for like our spells available, the demons we currently can spawn, the monsters that we have in our possession, intel villages that are around, which we'll see in a moment. In fact, we can click on there and it will actually take us to the village. We've got options for building, and then finally cultists with name at the top there. We've got threat. If that goes to 100, they'll start attacking your structures. That's bad. Overall mana, obviously you don't want to run out of that because you will lose. Time and day controls there. We've got options on the bottom here for, well, this is what we've currently got selected. This person here called Peyton, and we've got like afflict them. We can zap them with energy. We can trigger flaws on them and seize the villages, and then I guess our main bit is on the bottom left, where it shows us what we've currently got selected. So you can select pretty much anything in the game, and you can select the info for them. So for example, Greta here, we can see that they're a human. Then you can see the strength and their hit points and where they live, so you can click on that and it all takes you to it. This is what was actually worrying me when I first saw the game, because this is pretty much, I think would be sort of I think the UI would make or break this thing, because it's based around all of these reputations and you having to navigate that. If it was very cumbersome, which I don't think it is, it would certainly be a bit of a problem. Anyway, we can see relations and that sort of thing. Not obviously everything has like relations, so the walls and stuff don't particularly have any relations to other walls, and that's the idea. Same as this guitar here. Anyway, we'll unpause the game, and you can see that basically they have a certain hierarchy of needs, and they're just going to go around their daily business. So Greta here is going to pick up some antidote there, and they'll be moving them around, and obviously their actions will be based on the needs and mood of the character, as well as their relations, and also their statuses. So refreshed, sprightly. So if they become hungry, they're going to go and try to eat. If they become annoyed, then they might have a fight with someone. You get the idea. Anyway, the first thing I tend to cast is going over to our building here. I tend to cast an eye, because it notices events within the region and allows us to basically use those to our advantage. I'm going to place it out of the way like so, because, well, I can. Other things around the playfield, we can see we have, a dragon, which is sitting in this cave here. Okay, so we might be able to let them out. Currently they are hibernating, yes. Indefinitely inactive. There must be something you can do to awaken it. Well, I'm guessing dropping a fireball would wake them up. This is the frame up. It's popping up the options for what we can do in terms of try and kill people. So it's telling us we can frame someone up. So the way you would do that is, say for example, in here, this guitar, we can see that this guitar is currently owned by Jeremy. So if we check out Jeremy, we can see that they really don't like Dean. So what I could do is go to Dean, and I want to find out where Dean lives. So they're in dwelling 85 here. It's a very good dwelling. And we can actually pick up this guitar like that. So, and you can see it takes a certain amount of energy, and there's a cooldown and threat level is going up, thank you. And we want to place it in here. And now that means that this thing has been moved, and we can still see, though, it is owned by Jeremy. However, if we pick up Jeremy and then drop them here, what they're going to do is, oh, dearie me. So we've framed them up. And they really wish it wouldn't keep popping up with that. Is there a way for me to turn off the tutorial? No, there is not, because it is this build of the game. So what's happened here is, if we check out the log, actually probably for Jeremy it would make more sense. We can say, so Jeremy ate at his home. He witnessed Mildred and ate at their home as well. Jeremy was assumed Dean stole the guitar. He just assumed, because that's where the guitar was. And then Jeremy seemed disapproving of Dean after witnessing the event, and then they mocked Dean, and they're worried about them now. So basically their relationship may drop, and they may also start fighting. In fact, that's exactly what they're doing. They're now starting to fight, and you can see there's now a conflict, and yeah, there we go. Wow, so they started to fight there, and that's exactly what we wanted. So it looks like Jeremy witnessed Gunhild cried, reason feeling sad. I'm guessing because they've just been because Gunhild's just seen, I'm assuming it's their husband. Yes, their husband's just been beaten up and now been taken out by Jeremy here. She's very upset. But what I can also do on the right, you can see we've got these little eye symbols here. We can say, right, we might be able to, I don't know, say, get that one, Jeremy assaulting Dean, apprehending criminal. We'll get that one, and that gives us some intel, and then we can share this intel with other people. Now, it might not do anything, so if I do that, for example, seemed approving after Jeremy and disapproving of Dean. So basically, we're altering these opinions of people. So basically, we're stitching Dean up, essentially. So not many people are going to like Dean. You can see Jeremy, now rival, -81, and yeah, that's not great. So people do not like Dean, and they've done nothing wrong. It was all us that did that. Yeah, it's just yeah, that's a bit of a shame. Anyway, what's it saying here? This is just telling us to do different things like how to check out factions and stuff. You do have different factions, so let's see the faction here, and we can see the amount of people that are in it and who is in charge, and their relations is hostile towards demons, which makes perfect sense. And this is really annoying that it keeps putting all of this stuff up that I've already been through once. Anyway, so we've already stitched them up. What else can we do? Well, we'll have another look around the map, and oh, here we go. We can see that we've got a spider, because you also have different flora and fauna that will wander around, and looks like they're actually going to go in here to attack someone. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let them do that, because this aids me in destroying the villagers, taking the villagers out. And oh, actually, look at that! It's actually grabbed them. It's knocked them out, and it's restrained them. I'm going to collect those pieces of information and let it crack on. And where they're going to take it? They're going to actually take it here, and I'm going to assume that they are going to pretty much just keep them in the back there and feed. Are they little baby spiders? Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going to happen there. Let's see. And yeah, they're going to die. So oh, actually no, you see that they're actually feeding. Right, okay, let's have a look at the log. Yes, it ate bits of Fiona. Right, so she's currently locked up and she's getting eaten. There was also another spider here over here. And oh, Ivy's assaulting. Oh, where is this? This is here. So Ivy is actually currently attacking. What they're currently attacking? Currently attacking over here where the spider is. So they are defending themselves. But you can see a lot of this, it's just emergent behaviour. It's something that we haven't done ourselves. But there you are. So we've still got this intel. So we've got knocked out Fiona and restrained Fiona. I'm going to share that information with who really likes Fiona. And once again, we can click on any of this and it's very easy to switch between the different relations. Husband Ian, but they're currently not here. They're not in that region. However, Jeremy, he might not be too happy about finding out that Fiona's like, oh yeah, seemed disapprovingly and angry. Okay, so he's now angry at the spider. Who would have thought that he'd be angry? I'll share that information as well. And now he's concerned. So let's just see what sort of... there you go. Angry times 2 and annoyed. So we now have them quite mad. And you can also see the cowering in terror there. Yeah. And, oh, okay. So this is where it's getting a little bit overboard. We can see Jeremy's assaulting this because they're blowing off steam. They're just belting this brazier. And there you go. For no reason. And, hang on. Peyton... fed Dean. I thought it said fed on. I was like, okay, that's pretty bad. So that was emergent behaviour that I didn't actually expect. And Ivy mocked Dean. Poor Dean. Poor Dean. Oh, and there's a pig that's actually being killed by the wolf. Because if we go around, we'll see that there's there's pigs here and wolves attacking them. What we could do if we wanted to, we could go to... buildings here, and we could build a kennel. Structure allows the player to breed wild monsters, and the corrupted versions will have different behaviour from their wild counterparts. You can check wild monsters' expected kennel behaviour from its tab info. So, for example, on that's going to a monster lair, is it? Yeah, it's going over to this monster lair here. And, healing potions there as well, and nobody owns it. Anyway, so this monster's coming back. Well, it says its expected behaviour. Breed behaviour is invader. Okay, so what we'll do then, we're going to get a kennel, and we'll place a kennel over... Ooh, are there fire demons or something? It looks something like that. We'll place this kennel here, and we'll build that, and what I'm going to do is seize that monster and put it inside the kennel, and hopefully now we can see a residence. No, it's not. Oh, there's a grimoire there. Cool, okay. Breed monster. So we're going to start to... Yeah, there we go. Start to basically breed these monsters. I think what we're going to do as well is get some more here. So we'll seize monster. Drop them there. Takes a little while to do that. Okay, it's no problem. Oh! Okay, so Jeremy here has just puked because they've saw dead Mildred. Actually, let me just see then. I didn't actually know... How did Mildred die? Log. Mildred died. I guess the spiders, by the look of it. Okay. And who was Jeremy? To her wife. Oh! Okay. So that's his wife. Start to take a little more serious and edgy tone here. Anyway. that's something we can exploit, evil. What can we do about that? Well, I'm going to share that information with probably someone he doesn't like. Because if we check out the relations... Oh, actually it has the enemy of the spider. Dean. I'm going to share that with Dean. Dean's disgusted of Jeremy after receiving new information. Right. Alright, that's cool. Back over to Jeremy. What flaws do they have? They don't have any flaws. They're authoritative and optimist. Let's afflict them then. So we can afflict them with different things. So paralysis, kleptomania, psychopathy. You can turn them into a serial killer. Okay. Hothead. Well, they're already grief-stricken. Paralysis, unfaithfulness. That probably wouldn't do anything at this stage. Let's check out Dean. So, relations, wife, Gunderhild, who's currently taking Dean back to their home. Alright, okay. Well, I'm going to stitch Dean up again, because it seems to be the way forward. And let's go ahead. Why can't I do this? Ah. I can't. They're actually blessed. So I can't do anything about that. I can't actually affect them. But his wife, not so much. Let's give them the unfaithfulness trait. And they have a close friend with Peyton. Okay. Let's trigger that flaw then. Yes. And now they're going to flirt with Jeremy. And and Jeremy flirted back. Right. So what we'll do, we'll get that information. And we'll tell Dean. Oh, but I can't. Why can't I do that? Why can't I tell Dean? There we go, it's because of carrying someone. Dean seemed enraged and betrayed at his wife after receiving the new information. So he's feeling really angry now. And now he's sleeping on the ground. Yeah, well, to be fair. Well, let's check that relation there. Oh, you can see the anger there. Right. But he's going to be really annoyed at Jeremy now. Okay, and what's this? Greta butchered the corpse and obtained some food. Oh, hang on. We got another... we got another spider taking these people. To be honest, we could probably just sit back and let the game take all of these people. That is our objective, to have all the villagers go. But look at all these spiders are coming in. That's interesting. That is interesting. Breed that monster. There we go. So we should have a couple of invaders there. That's good. And then... oh, Jeremy's been taken. Dean's been taken. Basically, the spiders are taking everybody. This is behaviour that I've not seen before. This is actually the third time I've played this map, and every single time there's been something different. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try probably going for... who doesn't like whom? So you really have the rival of Greta. Okay. Can I... what can I do there? I don't think we want to give them any of this. There's no flaw. Oh, he has an unfaithful. Let's trigger that again. Going to flirt with Peyton, which is actually... this is where they're starting to fall down a bit. They're going to flirt with someone who's currently in the spider's nest. So that's not going to be good. Because, as you can see, everybody's coming down here. Now, yeah. They're actually taking out a couple of these spiders. But I'm guessing what's going to happen is they're going to come down and then nothing much is going to happen. Monsters. What if we have a couple of invaders here? And, whoa, what's all this? There's poison everywhere. Coward and terror reason inside a poison cloud. I'm not entirely sure where that poison's come from. Let's have a couple of wolves. And wolves are really quick. And that should be Ivy taken out. There we go. Sadly, this one not so much. But they're still attacking. They're still attacking. We could also summon demons. If we go for melee combatant demon. So now he's versed whatever spawned that, followed by this, followed by the wolves, and now this thing. Looks like they're running away. Looks like Peyton was killed, and Jeremy was killed. So 1, 2, 3, probably 4 people. Actually, what we can also do is pick up Fiona and just pop their body in the inn, and people will not be happy about that at all. And here comes our demon towards Alvena, but to be fair, they actually got a lot of health. And oh, the demon burnt to death. Alright, fair enough. What else have we got around here? As I said, I think we have these guys. Fire elemental. Agitate them. And then we'll drop a meteor on that corner. Oh look, we've just allowed it out. Well, what a shame, never mind. What about this one? Agitate. So there's a couple of fire demons on the way. Breed that monster. I probably don't need that one in here, actually. I'm just going to let it out. I was going to breed loads of pigs, but I don't really see the need for that. The fact that everything has a name's interesting. Sometimes it can be a bit... Oh, like you're thinking... Oh. You think, oh, like, oh, what's happened here? So-and-so's being killed, and you realise that the thing that's being killed is a pig. Here is our demon coming in. They are currently looking for who? I don't know. And also, I don't know if you saw there, but someone puked because I saw the dead body that I put in the middle of this, and there's another person going to be abducted. Oh, right, okay. And... yeah, the spiders have taken them. And it looks like the fire demon is, as one might imagine, setting fire to everything. Let's make some more fire by dropping a meteor there, which has totally taken out the entire building. And we also have some human meat. I'll tell you what I'll do then. I will... Where's the nearest person that we can see? There's only one person remaining. Oh, okay. What I was going to do, because it'll be really horrible, is put the human meat there, and then the spells, what we'll do is cast wall along like that, so this person cannot get out. So they're not able to get out. They might be able to smash through here, I'm not really too sure. Where are they? Are they literally just there? Yes, they are. I'm going to pick them up then. Seize village. I'm actually going to help them out and put them in here. Can I zap them? We'll just give them a little zap. It's not done anything. I don't know if there's anything we can really do. Tornado. Devastating tornado. Let's summon a tornado there. And oh, it actually does damage all of the wall. Obviously, like I said, the game is really about experimentation, trying things out, and, well, coming up with plans like this where we put them inside a house. The only food is cooked human meat from the thing we've dropped there, and then we block them in. Yeah, I think it can really... I think it's going to be one of those games that really enables people to bring out the horrible side, which is, after all, what the game is really about. But I'm fairly confident that we've won this, and actually won it very well, mainly due to these these down here. They currently have... all they've been doing is just taking everybody, which is, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, 7 people. They've taken out the majority. Like, if I, as I said, just left the game to its own devices, it would probably just do that. Is there anything I can do to let Ivy out? 1 villager remaining in there. I don't know if there's much I can really do. They're currently restrained and starving. I don't know if we can let them out. I mean, we can put plague on them. The contact of the plague, eventually that'll kill them. Malnourished, starving, and plagued. Has a terrible and virulent disease. It's a bit topical, isn't it? can also see there's tombstones of people there. I did put loads of tombstones in one person's house, and that was quite, yeah, dour. Yeah, I think this person, music lover, vigilant, and optimist. I mean, it's hard to keep those traits when, yeah, when they're currently in a house, in a web, after a tornado's gone through it. You can see their energy level is actually quite high. Entertainment and hope and stamina is also maxed out for some reason, but fullness is not, which was sort of perfectly acceptable. Any other spells that we can go for? A landmine. No. Electric storm. Let's try that because I've not actually used it before. Oh, it does exactly what it expected to do, and it zaps everything. You managed to wipe out all villages. Congratulations. Not exactly us doing that, but really, I think the spiders took over that for the most part. But as I said, that is a little bit of Ruinarch. That is, I think, fairly representative of the sort of things you can experience. That is, I believe, the third time I've played on that scenario, and every single time it's been different. So the first time I just used a fairly brute force approach, so just casting demons and different spells, that sort of thing. The next time was a lot more insidious, so having people fight one another. You can also, I didn't show you there, but you can build like a prison and then put people in and brainwash them to become cultists, which then can transform. Obviously a lot more spells that I haven't shown you, more to pick from that we obviously didn't. We only picked a couple of them because you only have a couple of slots there, but there's loads more spells, things to summon, more to build, more ways to interfere with people's daily lives. So for example, you can have people poison food, have different nemesis, anyway, people that don't like, and also things like trapping doors or torches, so when they use it it'll explode, and there's loads of different ways to do it. Either way, I think it is quite a nice sandbox to enable your sort of evil workings, and if that's your sort of thing, then by all means check the link out in the description. There is a free demo available. The game is due out on the 25th. I will probably be checking out a little bit more when it is released and we have some more maps, because at the moment, as I said, that map there I've completed a couple of times, although to be fair, that playthrough there was completely different to the other ones. I didn't expect the spiders just to constantly do that, and also I'd never seen the fire demons before, which was fairly cool. Would like to also wake up the dragon, because I imagine that would be a bit more difficult. I also assume that the other maps will be more difficult as it progresses on, so they'll be a bit more vigilant, there'll be more people to, check out, and they'll probably have traits that'll be a bit more difficult to interfere with them. So I guess like the person who was blessed, that was obviously a big issue, but we can, work around that and do all sorts of stuff. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed this little bit of the game. As I said, links in the description so you can check it out yourself. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.